rights and justice is our everlasting song. Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you stand up for justice. Hear the freedom bell. Us the men say we serve you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Stand for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember us the men say we serve you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. And of sons and daughters, your only home is in the bell. God will guide our progress and make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember us the men, they serve you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell. Welcome back. Greetings, all labor rights. Greetings, can you hear me loud and clear? Greetings and good night, steady family. Thank you so much for joining me. I could not help but come live tonight because of all this thing I see happening in a full Jamaica land we love, but we say stand up labor rights. When you hear the bell, stand up for justice. Remember, Buster Man taught you well, taught us well. Stand up, stand up. It's the time to stand up, steady family. I said 95, 95 folks watching right now. Everybody big up on yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Man, let me just highlight the comments. Claudiane was the first one. She stepped into the room. So let me acknowledge that. By the way, just let me know. Electro, respect and good evening. You understand me? Bless up everybody. 115 in here tonight. Oh man, I got a whole lot of comments up here. Let me start right here. Family, what a whole heap of things. By the way, I soon let somebody, I'm just going through the comments. I believe I should be sounding stronger and clearer tonight. So Claudiane, Lorna, everybody, big up on yourself. Joseph, Verona, Pauline Bailey, everybody big up on yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. Maxine, Chad, thank you for reminding me to do that song. Yeah, respect my brother. You understand me? This is Dutchland. Big up, big up, big up. Everybody big up. 141. Big up, big up. Thank you everybody for coming through. Yeah, man. So let me just run through these. So, family, listen. Today, I never even planned to do a live. The Leah came in the building, Janet Selby, Marcia Headley. You understand me? But listen, the more I look into the news, the more I see what's going on. Sandra, big up. Mama Chubby, Patricia, big up. Johnny Hill Brown. I like to call names, Acknowledgements are good because you could have spent the time doing anything else, but you decided to join. So let me know. Let the sound check. Am I sounding strong and clear? Let me know. Let me come down here so to hear. Am I sounding clear, guys? Let me know if I'm sounding clear. Let me know if I'm sounding clear. Big up, steady. Am I sounding clear? I guess I don't reach to the answers as yet. I need to know if I'm sounding clear out there, guys. 176, am I sounding clear? Confirm yes if I'm sounding clear, please, guys. Confirm yes, type yes if I'm sounding clear out there. Yeah. All right. All right, good. Somebody say yes, I'm sounding clear. Yeah, man, everybody big up. I see. Sound good, good. Yes, loud and clear. I like it. Listen, I literally, so I went through 3 changes in terms of the studio. So this is more, I felt this model would have worked because I did some real testing and so on. Strong and clear, very clear. Yeah, man, very, very good. I'm happy to know that. So let us start with the first. Let us start with the first big news. Andrew Holness decided that he's taking the matter to court. Congratulations, Andrew. We've been saying it. And I listened to George Wright, before Chad came up with that song. I said I would have played it. That one's supposed to be good as well. So let's play it and listen to it, and then I break it down. You know what I mean?
It's breaking news from Nationwide Radio. 8:45 on this Tuesday morning, Tuesday, October 1, 2024. Well, Nationwide News can confirm that the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, Imperium Holdings Limited, Positive Media Solutions Limited, and Positive Jamaica Foundation Limited have filed in the Supreme Court an application for permission to apply for judicial review in the matter concerning the Prime Minister's statutory declarations and that report into his statutory declarations tabled in the House of Representatives a few days ago. This is a long document. The Prime Minister and those 3 companies, Positive Media Solutions, Positive Jamaica Foundation, and Imperium Holdings Limited, the 3 companies that were the center of focus and attention by the Integrity Commission. Those are the 4 applicants. The respondents, Craig Beresford, Kevin Stevenson, and the Integrity Commission. Holness and the companies, they want leave to be granted for a judicial review of the failure and or refusal of Craig Beresford to act impartially, fairly, and independently to carry out his statutory duty to examine the 2022 and the 23 statutory declarations of Andrew Holness pursuant to the Integrity Commission Act. Holness wants a judicial review of the decision to continue or keep the investigation for illicit enrichment open in relation to his 2021 declarations, notwithstanding findings or conclusions that for that year, his liabilities were greater than his assets to the tune of $10.46 million, or otherwise there was no unexplained growth in his net worth. He wants judicial review of the decision to embark on, continue, or keep the investigation open into his 2022 declarations, notwithstanding findings or conclusions that for that year, his liabilities were greater than his assets to the tune of 5.3 million Jamaican dollars. He wants a judicial review of the the finding by Kevin Stevenson, or the decision in all the circumstances that Andrew Holness's lawful objection, as contained in his responses and from his attorneys on his behalf, including in the letter of the 16th of July 2024, is a refusal to provide information which inhibited his ability to make a comprehensive and final assessment of the first applicant's assets, liabilities, and income. Remembering, of course, that Holness is the first applicant. He wants a judicial review of what he says is the impermissible commingling of the relationship and or functions of and amongst the divisions of the Commission and the Commission resulting in a conflict of interest and or abdication of the duty of the respondents, Beresford, Stevenson, and the Integrity Commission when exercising their statutory functions. He wants a judicial review of the failure of Stevenson and the Integrity Commission to recommend and or issue a public exoneration of culpability on the termination of their first investigation of Holness's 2021 declarations as required by Section 54.5, while improperly including its details in the report of August 30, 2024, such that the benefit of exculpation is lost. Exculpation, of course, means free from blame or guilt. He wants a judicial review of the misuse of his private information by disclosing that private information in a manner that is prejudicial to his rights and interests. He wants a judicial review of the Integrity Commission's misuse of Section 36.3 of the Integrity Commission Act to table a special report in Parliament and make improper and unlawful recommendations to Parliament and or the FID and Tax Administration Jamaica. He wants a judicial review of the findings and or conclusion that there is a potential conflict of interest between him, Andrew Holness, and Norman Brown, who is the chairman of both the Housing Agency of Jamaica and the UDC. And he asks for several orders. Order of certiorari, court process, of course, that seeks a judicial review of a decision by a government entity. He also wants an order of mandamus, which is a court order that requires a government official or entity to perform a legal duty or refrain from illegal action. He wants a declaration that the submission of the reports to Parliament, save for the matters referring to the 4 accounts for tabling, was unlawful and or illegal, having regard to the full terms and effects of Section 54 of the Integrity Commission Act. People, it's a long document. I'm just going through some of the highlights of what he has asked for, what he has cited as the wrong done to him by the Integrity Commission as a body, by Craig Beresford and by Kevin Stevenson. And joining him as applicants in this application to the Supreme Court is OLR, Imperial Holdings Limited, Positive Media Solutions, and Positive Jamaica Foundation. This action was filed in the Supreme Court September 30 this year. We will have much more in subsequent newscasts. Today, the Prime Minister said he was going to court. He has gone to court. The Integrity Commission will have some big questions to answer in court regarding the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. And what he says is their failure to approve, authorize,
that is it,
to sign off on his 2021 declarations while using those 2021 declarations to commingle it with subsequent investigations.
Commingle.
The 2021 should have been signed off.
Yes, sir.
And whatever else left, as Izzy says, that commingling makes the public believe that the 2021 declarations are still in dispute when he says the evidence shows that he did nothing wrong and that should have been authorized. He says that the Integrity Commission misused their power and are abusing their power by not so certifying. So it's all happening from here. That's the breaking news this morning.
All right, so well done, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. I've been waiting for this to happen. Yeah, man, big up to everybody else who joined the chat. Vegas, I see you in the chat, you know. I have a story with Vegas that you remember about in 2015. I've been to Canada twice, 2015, or is either 20? No, it was 2015, I think. So I think we arrived in Canada. Yes, that's what happened. We arrived in Canada. Wait for my bag all long, you know. This was 2015. Right? Never told this story before. I would told it on a show. My wife some time ago. But anyways, me see Vegas. I know Vegas head hot, you know. And me know for me head hot. So I be have Vegas not up on the desk, you know, gonna talk to them about it, you know. That was 10 years ago. Vegas, I had to tell this story. You probably remember that we arrived in Canada and we were waiting so long. I would go up there, I would talk to the people them. So when Mr. Vegas come out and I talk again about the politics, I say, watch ya. Vegas the on the channel, I talk about politics. Me the on the channel, I talk about politics. Some of us, some people, some of we just can't take foolishness, folks. And I'm telling you, you see this evening, me kind of feel a way, you know, because me a man, me get angry about certain things, you know. You don't see what Mark Golden I do this evening. But anyway, here I'm going to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to break down the words in as simply as I can. You get what I'm saying? So here are the things that we're seeing. And Andrew has a very strong case. Let me just say that. Andrew has a very strong case. Whoever wrote Andrew, so Andrew never sit down and write this by himself. You know, Andrew has a very strong case because a lot of these things are procedural breaches. They are breaches of the law, and intent is clearly proven. You see what they do? 2021 should have been clear, and then come out and say, listen, all right, 2021 clear, so that out of the way. So let's focus on the rest. No, them decide to keep the world in a suspense. So I am not surprised that Mark Golden is doing what he's doing, you know. And before I read out the charges, them, when I saw the motion, the no confidence motion that the man stand up today in a parliament, I just saw it an hour ago. I couldn't believe, because this is where it's going. For those who don't know, that no confidence thing is that in our law, and I'm not a lawyer, in our law is this. If majority of the parliament stand up and vote no confidence against the prime minister, they can take a vote, and as a result of that, them can force the prime minister out of the role. So you're going to tell me, say, with all of this that is happening, yeah, Mark Golden still stand up. But let me tell you something. Yes, somebody say, Mark Golden tyrannical, the IC is tyrannical. And I'm going to tell you this. You notice, just like the other day, when him step out, him go to the door again, hold the mic. You see, PNP is a media political party, you know. You understand me, I say? When we were looking at the case with Bunting them the other day, when Audley Shaw did a pressure Bunting about the FinSac deals them, you know what Bunting did? Bunting ran to the media and he denied Audley Shaw's claims, you know. And then the man forward back in the parliament and say he withdraw the fact that he said that there was no illicit enrichment. Those of you who watched that show the other day, can remember that very clearly. Yeah? The man run to the media. So as we've said before, yeah, when other people did not drag them foot on the integrity commission, I saw the play. I saw the play long ago because Audley Shaw was closing in on these guys, you know. You understand me? To the point where, by his own words, Mark Golden was able to say, I hardly saw them. Make we close down. We never trust Audley Shaw. You understand me? So we close down DB and G. Which innocent person you know going close down them business just because them come under a little pressure? But here is a shame. Mark Golden coming here talking about Andrew for step down and this, that, and the third. But let me tell you something. Mark Golden is very much aware that a lot of the things now go stick. And I believe that him decide to buckle down at what he's doing, you know. Simply because he knows, so now that the thing in a court, there are things he can't do. The man knows the law, but he still stand up in a court. It look like Mark Golden only know the law to the extent to which he can use the law to benefit himself. Yeah? So let's break down the charges now. Yeah, man. Failure to act objectively and fairly without prejudice as required by the law. It's clearly a prejudice thing the man them use. The man them not have no shame. You understand me? Prejudice. There is no fairness whatsoever as required by the law. Why do they think they are the only ones who know the law? Listen, I knew, you know, from Mark Golden came on the scene, you know, as Muta Baruka did say, it was not going to be that. It's a different kind of brother we are dealing with. A different kind of brother we are dealing with. You see what I say? And he's bringing that one against Craig Beresford, right? Examine declarations for 22 and 23. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me. I wrote down some notes in one go. You understand me? Examine declarations for 22 and 23 in light of the guidelines within the Integrity Commission Act. There are guidelines to follow, people. But Sunday, when I was talking, but tell you, I've been through it with people who think they can use. Listen, man, I remember one time I can't even tell you some of my story, them, but just through one jump off of the top of my head right now. I remember one Friday evening, when some people decide say they're going to use power against me, You understand me? It so happened that I had garnered enough experience and knowledge in previous jobs before, and people feel intimidated and they feel so they go run up in you. I will say, I do or die today, And me just write a letter, and just like I want to hear me talk out for my show, me talk out the whole of my gut. Everybody get it. The director, everybody get it. Everybody get it. Right up to the vice president of the company. I saw they get for ease off of me, You understand me? I said to you, I saw them get for ease off of me. So I tell you, some people, they don't stop until you show them that you're willing to fight. And that's what's happening right now. You see me? So let me continue. They need to answer to why they are continuing the witch hunt. He never put it in so many words, but that's what it is. Why are they continuing the witch hunt after they were unable to prove their case? Listen, they talk about them going to send things to tax office and what you call the next one, the FID. They had these places to their advantage. They could have used them in the process, but they were so quick to run out and hold something on Andrew Holness. You understand me? That they literally end up with the report reach a parliament in our incomplete state after so long. There is absolutely no going back to fix nothing. But what Mark Golden is doing is that is shame. So now he is out here and act like, and remember, Mark Golden speak to a particular group of people. And when you see them on social media, it's just unfortunate that they don't know that them just have fooled them. They don't understand that there are processes and procedures. But as we say, the PNP, they are a big media party. And we were surprised to hear when George came out and he spoke out against the IC and he spoke out against Dayton Campbell. Somebody brought it to my attention. I have said to myself, it's wonder if it's the same media politics that I play. Because everybody these days, you get what I'm saying? They are acting as if they don't know, right? How is it that Mark Golden supplied the Bahamas with $20 million, which is the equivalent of $3 billion to the Bahamian government 2 years after he became opposition leader? But you don't hear this in the news. It is there in the news, right? And everybody know that the Bahamas, right, the next place where I have proven, the British Virgin Island, the Cayman Island, all of those places are known to be high money laundering places. So you tell me, say Mark was able to donate $3 billion to the people in the Bahamas, and it's creating a stink right now in the Bahamas, right? Integrity Commission no report nothing on that, Integrity Commission has nothing to say about that. Even with his house that him put under him company when named Tajibi, on here, somebody was talking to Cliff Hughes the other day, and the person was saying, listen, when we check with Mark about the checks and balances and what he's been doing, like we know that Mark put in money in a trust and all of those things. And of course, when you put money in a trust, you understand me, then you don't pay no taxes on it. You leave it to your pick to them. And then them come talk about he is what? Basically, I him pay for the house, but he's not the beneficial owner. The point I'm making is that Mark uses the law to protect himself. And when they set up the Integrity Commission, listen, remember, out of the arguments that was happening with Bunting and Shaw, you understand me? They came up with this thing. We just did the show the other day where we said the OCG found the sweetheart deals. They got away with it, right? They got away with it. And then this man is coming here talking about every little thing that Andrew Holness does or fail to do. He failed to declare. Listen, you see, Mark Golding came up with the Integrity Commission right after Andrew became Prime Minister. You know, Andrew, Prime Minister, 2016, Integrity Commission, the Act 2017, right? 2018, it was in effect. And Mark knew all along that the reason why he came up with that is because then they're going to use it to monitor what the Prime Minister was doing, because everybody know that PNP breaks the Jamaica's purse by giving contracts to people who are not doing work. So what we're saying is that Mark is accusing Andrew. So you see, even this thing that happened in the Bahamas, there needs to be a stink about it. You know, you see, Andrew is a great Prime Minister, you know, and listen, you see the people behind Andrew. It's time labor rights recognize that right now it has to be a dirty fight. Mark is a pig that you have to fight in the mud. You understand me? You have to fight Mark Golding in the mud because he's always going to get dirty. Mark Golding has a lot of things against him. Him and Peter Bunting, they have a lot of things out there that nobody is looking at. That's why we maintain that this Integrity Commission thing, it needs to be disbanded. And I just hope that when this goes to court, that this not reach one of the hand of them people there, in them secret societies there, because they've done the work, you know. What we want to understand, they have done enough work. I hear Rattigan say this already. Rattigan say, fix them up, put in everything you can in the case, because at the end of the day, something must stick. All they're looking for is something to stick. You see what I said to you? Anyway, if they found nothing, they must own their failure pretty much. You understand me? Don't pressure the Prime Minister if we don't find nothing upon the man. So, answer to the fact that there was no unexplained growth in the man's net worth. Why is there still an open investigation after all measures have been exhausted? There is not even a reasonable doubt to prove illicit enrichment, but they're still pursuing it because it was meant to be the campaign, the political campaign. Everybody want to see Omar nervous this evening when he attack. You see the tantrum them with the man at throw when he's talking. He's at his wits' end. He is really banked on it. Mark knows that he's not going to win 32 seats when he's not even popular. The Prime Minister is becoming more popular even with everything that's going on. And by the way, big up to Matthew Samuda. Big up to Matthew. Matthew, take it home. Big up Matthew Samuda in the chat, family. Big him up in the chat. I soon come to the comments, but let me just go through some of these things. You see what I say? Review of the failure of Kevin Stevens to properly communicate. To properly communicate with him and his attorney to clarify matters relating to accounts that he owned versus his parents and so on. But just translate it to say that's what it likely means. Hey, some people use office, they play the office politics, you know. Rest in peace to our brethren who passed on right now. I remember we had a certain task that we needed to complete and a certain schedule that people schedule you for in the workplace. And I remember I was at a meeting at a particular place. You understand what I said to you? And being at the meeting, there was a guy, as I say, passed on, rest in peace. You see what I say? And the man take him time and him forward and say, listen, me hear a certain individual say, watch me on the one steady now, and use my real name. You understand me? Watch me on him, you know. And the man forward and him tell me, say, yo, deal with that because man already attack, he say. Then go use that upon you. You understand me? Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Some people use the office, you understand me, and they use the law to really mess people up deliberately. So Mark, if you notice, everything for him is about the law. Yeah? He has a lot of confidence in the law because him sit down and him study the law with a fine-tooth comb. You see, for people, we black people, we don't really pay attention to law like that. We love to enjoy our life and we don't really think nobody's out to get us. Not Mark Golden. Them the people that is about power. You have to understand the kind of, when Mr. Mark Golden came on the scene, and I said, this is not good enough. Because we like to assume, we like to think the best of people. I would like to give them the benefit of the doubt. But listen, it's been proven over and over. Look at it now, Mark coming up, and him said, just like DT, you understand me? He came and him said, hey, but I look no money, You understand me? Me done make my money already. Yeah? And behave the most way as if they don't want it. But we know that it's not true. Yeah? If you look at the performance of Proven, you know it's not true. And they've been campaigning all this time. All the people that you see online right now, they know PNP is the giveaway party. Jamaica has more money now than we've ever had. That's why they're going so hard. They have never, at any point in history, I'm going to drink some of my Heineken right there, so. At the first sip. They have never in history had to deal with being in opposition for 3 consecutive terms. They have never had to do it. Yeah? Mark Golden, we want you to understand the mental, the mindset. Mark Golden is not coming back, I remember when Crawford went on Cliff Hughes' program and him asked Crawford, if you support Mark Golden and you believe that him can win the election. Crawford said, he has proven, based on what happened in the local government election, he has proven that he has the potential to win. But he will reserve anything else that he has to say. You understand me? So, labor rights, you see the people who stepped out in 2016 and gave Andrew a chance, you are some of the most respectable Jamaicans at all times. You see the people who decided to stick with, Andrew even through the pandemic, some of the best Jamaicans to ever live. And I'm talking to some of you. So we are some of them right now. You get what I'm saying? So let me go back into it and then I get to the comments because I see people writing long comments. So I know they're saying good things out there. So Andrew, one of the things I noticed about Andrew's strategy, Andrew is going after specific people because Andrew is looking at their roles and their functions. So now we hear this name that we never usually hear. Craig Beresford. We usually hear about Greg Christie and all of that, right? So Craig Beresford, Kevin Stephen, the Integrity Commission, he's choosing his battle. Excuse me. He's choosing his battles wisely, right? They failed to receive, and I've said this before, they failed to send out a public statement of declaration for the 2021. Listen, even if at that alone, Andrew have banned them, the Integrity Commission have to go down. Them have to go down. Oh, by the way, you see the joke? When you see the joke, 2 stories in a one. I was listening to Nationwide where somebody sent something and said, oh no, have to go down. They sent a part of the message and apparently the Gleaner published a part of the message or whatever. Keep me honest because I never saw it for myself. But I heard it on Nationwide. They never gave the full story. We know, listen, about 3 months ago, we did dig up the Integrity Commission file and I said, there is no way we can have a body of people who, them are all PMP, this one are aligned. How is that not conflict of interest? Yeah? So one of the things that we must recognize as Jamaican people and our politicians especially, one of the first things we need to focus on, we need to get Andrew this election. But you see, you see, education, political education, public education, these things have to be very, very, very important because PNP has already, PNP is a culture in a family. PNP is a culture. So they have nothing. The only thing they can come and do is what they've already done. You get what I'm saying? Every single PNP administration has failed the Jamaican people. You see what I say? So there is no possibility for them to come and do anything else. By the way, I see 634 individuals right now. Make sure you subscribe to the Steady Show. Thank you so much for coming and for viewing. You get what I said to you? All right, let's look what I have right here. So again, review of misuse of personal information. You understand me? And such as his parents' information and other information. I love that one as well. Misuse. Open up the Prime Minister's business in front of the entire on a disrespect the Prime Minister. On a disrespect the Jamaican people. And then we saw Pantan come out the other day and they want to give people talk. They want to give people talk. So somebody here, a corroborator, me say, yeah, let me just go to some of the comments right now. You understand me? Let's just go to some of the comments right now. So this person says, all right, let me just widen this thing. Yeah. All right. So this person says, I heard that too, Steady. The Gleaner conveniently left out that part of the statement to create the wrong impression in the public sphere. Yeah, very much so. Thank you. And even this evening, I watched how the Gleaner reported the whole issue of Andrew Holness taking the thing to court, The Gleaner is trying to postulate the thing like, say, Andrew Holness just a try to shut up people. And that is not the case. The man has a genuine case. And I believe that Mark knows because that thing, it was just filed, what them say, September. Yesterday it filed. He knows. So this is Mark. Mark is doing what is called damage control. Damage control Mark do right now because he knows that he has depended on this integrity commission. So he's trying to convince us that he care about the Jamaican people. The Jamaican people, they don't have confidence. No, that's them. That is them. They will not stop. We talked about this. Somebody said on Sunday, interesting week ahead. And look, it's Tuesday. And look how them behave. You understand me? Let's hear what Sister Marcia has to say. You see me? Mark Golden wants to draw Andrew Holness down in the mud with him. The difference is that Master Mark Golden is enjoying being in the mud. Yeah, he plays dirty. He plays dirty. If you watch Mark in Parliament, Mark plays dirty. You understand me? I said to you. Let me look what other comments because I see a lot of long. Let me look at this one. Remember, this is a JLP safe space, folks. PNP, make sure if you're watching, you hit the like button, as we always say. Somebody said the IC, Gleaner, JTA, and many of the so-called social society are supporters of the PNP criminal organization that embraces murderers, misogynists, pedophiles on their platform. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. That applause also goes for the comment for Sister Marcia. You understand me? I said to you, Mark Golden plays in the mud. Let's hear what Grace Ben has to say. Good night, Steady. I'm so glad to see my PM take the IC to court. I love how calm and collective he is. Mark caused Jamaicans to disrespect the PM and dragging him in the mud. Well said, family. Well said. Well said. That is exactly what they're doing. So, as I said before, labor rights. By the way, big up to Northeast Centre. I said Northeast Centre and Bossy, Northeast Centre, make sure whole heap of them out the nomination day and by-election day yesterday. Not even 2,000. I want to really go on with over the Northeast. But big up. Yeah, man, we see Oral Tracy. We see Sir P. We call them out. We see Deion Jackson Miller. I'm telling you, these people, they move in one circle. They know that, and I saw this before, right? At the hook. This is the hook that they plan to put in a Andrew back to take him down because they don't see themselves. They don't see themselves. Respect family, respect Electro. Thank you guys for liking up the stream. Thank you for supporting. You get me? I say they've been dependent and family. One of the things we want to know. Let's go into some reasoning, and I'll get back to some of the things. Right? You have to understand that because PNP has been in power for so long, right? A lot of people, all of them don't like them. You ever hear them say, if you can't beat them, you have to join them? A lot of people, they end up falling into that category, right? And everybody knows, as Moti Perkins used to say, that the Gleaner is sympathetic towards the PNP. I would know that, them say that. But you have to really try and figure out what's really going on. As I always say, follow the money, you know. Because these people, the Gleaner is not here to educate, you know. The Gleaner is not out here to educate anybody. The Gleaner is a business like any other business, right? So a lot of times you will see things in the Gleaner. At the same PMP, them a pay for whatever them are publishing, you know. Them are put money in them hand, you know, because as I said before, the PNP is a media party. As we said about Bunting early, Bunting, when Ardlishaw closed in on him with receipts and documents, yeah? And anybody never watched the show the other day, yeah? But talk to somebody higher up in the business, you know. They say one of the ways, in addition to all the money that they got through FinSac, I'm glad to see them raise up FinSac the other day in a Tova divisional meeting. One of the things the man saying is that after the man them creep up the whole heap of millions of dollars, you know, them same one turn around and lend the government money, you know, at 25 and 30% per annum, you know. So I'm saying that these guys, they do every kind of corruption, you know. Everybody has a contract signed off by the government. People are sitting on pay bill. They do no work. I saw somebody in my comments say the other day that she was married to somebody who every Friday then go collect them check. So when you see them come out here and them talk as if they have the moral authority, remember, you know, it was the same PNP, Paul Burke, talk about even vote buying when they come and they accuse. So in other words, he said they had a moral authority to do that in February when they were having the local government election. Maxine Henry Wilson, who was, I believe she was general secretary at some point, she said that the PNP, they are making promises that they will not be able to fulfill. Not be able to fulfill. You get what I say? But all that stuff that you see them are doing at the space, family, the only thing that they're really doing is they're trying to sway votes. They're trying to sway votes. They might try to make people who are not committed to voting be even more turned off on the process. Make we look again. Charges again. Why the unlawful recommendation was made to Parliament, you understand me, but sent to FID and Tax Administration to further investigate when they were at liberty to consult with these bodies. So they never did their job correctly, you know. And then when they fail to do their job, so if I even incompetence, you know, if it's even incompetence, you know, Kevin Stevenson and whosoever was behind him, this goes to show you that The people them in an integrity commission, they're not very smart either, you know. They are not a smart set of people. You understand me? They're not smart. They had 3 years. 3 years. And when you send an incomplete report, they need to be fired for incompetence. 3 years. You swear me, I said to you. But if there is nothing there, there's nothing they can do. Let me show you what this person is saying. The Gleaner is a campaign entity. Absolutely. We have to see it for what it is, family. You swear me, I said to you, we have to see it for what it is. So, yeah, you unlawfully, you know everything, you know, Andrew, no put no feelings, and I like a mark where you show. That's why I'm rate Andrew still, you know. Andrew, no come out here, you know. Andrew, no come out here and throw feelings, you know. Andrew, itemize the thing like when you see shopkeeper, I take down list in a store. You understand me? The man itemize the thing them. Itemize the thing them. Him itemize them. He goes after specific individual. And guess what? Me know you have to be smart, you know, because Greg Christie them a shake, you know. Mark Gold them a shake, you know, because me want to see some message start come out now, you know. I want to see a thorough investigation. The emails. Listen, remember one youth, all him pass on to, you know. When the man they realized that he couldn't find me, you know, the man go IT, you know. The man go IT, you know. I'm going to buy a plane ticket one time, you know. We go buy a plane ticket. The man bring me in a meeting. You understand me? Bring me in a meeting. Say me a misuse company thing that time. Everybody knows. So everybody buy the little plane ticket and do the little thing. So I say, okay. And this is what I use. They say, okay. Go ahead and do a check for everybody and see if I'm the only one who ever buy one plane ticket. That's what these people are, ruthless people. They go after who they want to go after. So, the integrity, marker hide them assets them all over the place, you know. And for those who don't know, you know, remember, you know, proven they in a British Virgin Island. Them they in a Bermuda. You understand me? Them they in a Cayman. You see what I say? Them, of course, you see him just give money to the Bahamas. And a lot of these places are British Commonwealth countries. So he's still leveraging his citizenship as a UK citizen. Still you. So up to now, we don't even know if Mark Golden even renounced, you know. But he is here going after the Prime Minister, attacking the best Prime Minister and Jamaica people. One of the reasons why I do these shows, you know, I talk in very simple terms and I break down information, you know, because the other day I listened to Holness Shaw, you know, and Holness Shaw was talking about some of the things that was happening during the financial meltdown. I'm here, Holness Shaw, I think he used the word sacrosanct. Now, my vocabulary, nobody know. Who you talk to when you talk about sacrosanct, Holness Shaw, right? So for years, the politician them talk over people's head and the people think they know what they're saying when they really don't know. Mark Golden is doing the same thing right now. He must stir up the thing. Me see the picture them, you know. Me see the memes on social media. He's stirring up the pot because at the end of the day, right? The only person that can solve this problem called Mark Golden is the voter them. Voters who saved Jamaica in a 2016 and 2020, Uno alone can do it. You see what I said to you? Who remember in a 2021, early 2021, when there was the insurrection in America here? You see what I say? Look how well Kamala is doing. Just how she look. Just how she, the amount of things she say, and people are rallying behind them. But the people decide who them want. The people decide who them want. So, you see the voting thing? Now, I beg everybody, this time around, full up in a car. Run trip if you don't have to do it. Run trip if you don't have to do it. Get him out because, listen, once him the winning, you know, I done it because somebody else gonna step up for the leadership, you know, at the party. Because you know, say PNP, them they one another, you know. A real hyena them, you know. You know how PMP stay already. They were gonna name one another carcass, you know. And so them stay. You see me, I said to you. But they decide who they want. You remember when Vivek, when they ran so army or whatever, how he could talk and he mimic this and he mimic that. And I don't know who the person was, but they look at him and say, listen, we're not going to vote for you because you are not one of us. So they could put you out of your misery. Jamaica people, gone are the days when you can come and tell we like, and them people like Mark can come and act like say them think. Say them can tell we know foolishness. We're not looking to them. We're brilliant people. Our black people put Jamaica on the map. Our black people, the excellent Nigel Clark, the excellent Dr. Andrew Holness, and all of the excellent administration. I remember, you know, Mark I make noise right now, but you have to remember, you know, a whole heap of bright people there, so you know. Mark act like you don't understand that there are processes. That's why I'm glad that people bring me a court already for the truth, you know. Because, and the first time I have to deal with a court, I mean a liar, I have to back it out, you know. I will say, you are a liar, but me a salesman. Me not there to talk to you, but there to talk to the judge. Mark is acting as if Andrew is guilty, and all me want to know, you know, is what me want to know who gonna step up and really start put out film file out there. You understand me? Because they have a lot of things. What about this money that you know, it was sent to him? Said he supplied the money. Again, he know how to hide the thing. You understand me? What about that? We need to investigate them situation there. We see him come out again about Caribbean Court of Justice. No Caribbean Court of Justice. As a matter of fact, listen, anything that Mark table in a parliament, I don't care what it is, it needs, put it down and everybody look on it. Don't look, it have to go through with a fine-tooth comb. It has to be. It has to be. Right? Go through it with a fine-tooth comb, because this is the man who, listen, man, study people who are, do you realize that in the midst of the election, who is aware that the police dude who step on George Floyd, how many people know that that guy was released in the midst of the chaos? Huh? How many of you know that he was in federal prison? Do you know what federal prison is? Federal prison come like your yard. Federal prison is like your yard. It's like a vacation home. You get what I say? So them people, they look out for them one another. So you see, we Jamaican people, we have to stand with our prime minister, the best prime minister Jamaica has ever seen. So unlawful recommend. How you gonna recommend the man? How you gonna treat the man like a criminal when you found nothing on the man? Right? So review of assertions about conflict of interest, which includes his business partner, Norman Brown or whatever, right? Rehousing and UDC. All these claims, all these things that these speculations, what them bring out there. You see what I said to you? All these speculations, review them, because they're using these things to make it look like because the prime minister is involved in different things, that he's doing illegal things, right? Them already, the people who are supposed to take the thing further, they already say no cause has been found, but yet they are out here, right, making up noise in the public space, and it can't happen, right? Once a review of declarations of accounts that should not have been investigated, such as the ones in which he named the deputy or whatever, right? And why mix that we talk about why mix up the decorations? You understand me? And then he's going to talk about the abuse of power. So they not even give Andrew Holness the opportunity, you know. They not even give the man the opportunity to do it. So if, say for instance, if Andrew email them or them reach out to them in any way, shape, or form, right? them delay upon things, and look at when they decided to release the report right before the conference the other day. It's a witch hunt strategy. It's a failed witch hunt strategy. That's why they're all mad. They're all talking about it, right? You see, Pernell Charles, he came out and he spoke again. You understand me? I said, their processes, remember, guys, processes guide every single thing. There is no, you can't just get up and do what you want to do. There are processes that govern these things. But Mark knows that he's talking to people who they don't know any better. And somebody did say this some time ago. Them say, Steady, tell the working people, the soldiers, the police, the nurse, tell all of them, listen, make sure you go out and vote, because for too long we have allowed the people that when I work, the people that when are responsible, you understand me? We allow them to do them thing, right? So me just scroll through the gleaner right now. I saw him go over there, and we know where action and gonna deal with him already. So you see what them do? Anything that they can do, right? What is this? Speaker Holness says opposition's no confidence motion against Holness could have been debated. Okay, that's the latest news. You understand me? Well, it wasn't debated. Me not have a problem. Shut him down. You understand me? I can't believe Golden really tried to block Andrew Holness. So Andrew Holness did well to put this situation in a court. You see what I said to you? Yeah, man. So you don't know the news already. It is here
that the opposition, and I say this with all seriousness, because Jamaica is watching us.
Yes.
It is so unfortunate that the opposition has chosen to walk out on this issue.
Right.
The opposition is led by an attorney at law who is fully aware that there is no ambiguity in the rule of sub judice. It is a rule that is essential in preventing interference in legal proceedings and preventing the risk of undermining the fairness of any trial or any matter that is before the court being adjudicated. But what will happen is that they will use it as a tool to attempt to cause persons looking on to think that there is an effort to block the motion.
That's it.
And that is what is unfortunate. The continuous effort to manipulate the minds of Jamaican
That
people.
is it. That is it.
And what I find disgusting is the discussions around integrity by persons who are willing to break on the integrity of this court proceeding for their own pursuit of power.
Right.
In the pursuit of power, they're willing to breach, destroy, and cast away the rules, the standing orders, the law, anything that has to be done. Tear down people, mash up the country's reputation.
That's it.
All because of the pursuit of power.
That's it. That's it.
And we stand here in this honorable house, this high place, elected to serve the people.
Right.
Not to carry them over a cliff. Not to manipulate their minds. And I can tell you right now that they're downstairs. I don't even have to look.
So said, so done.
You can know the patterns.
Yeah.
They're downstairs right now trying to utilize the media to make it appear that we don't want a motion. What we don't want is for you to interfere in court proceedings.
There we go.
And cause the integrity of those proceedings to be damaged or destroyed. And the fact that the leader of the opposition, who is trained as counsel, is unable to understand that and choose that to be the action of those he leads, speaks to Jamaica about how he would lead this country.
There we go. There we go. Hey, one thing it out. We have a big up Pernell Charles. On point. Listen, hear those well expressed arguments, right? Well expressed arguments, right? All true and all factual. Mark Golden is doing all of this for power, doing all of this, willing to destroy this. Mark Golden no love Jamaica, and people, we gotta understand that Mark Golden no have no love for Jamaica, right? Mark Golden, remember, it was Mark Golden who was dumb enough to go and put and take chain from around my neck. Mark Golden don't love Jamaica.
Conduct of members of the cabinet.
Yeah.
And whereas the Prime Minister did not inform the people of Jamaica
Yeah.
that he was being
Member.
investigated
Member,
by the integrity.
member, please.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
But I don't even need to hear another word. If the member in any way intends to go down a road that is, you can't understand if you don't listen. Permit yourself to use your ears and not your mouth.
That is it.
Permit yourself to use your ears and not only your mouth.
Yes.
If it is that the member intends to travel down a road that is going to breach the standing orders in raising matters, let me just say it before, that are sub judice. Hold on, I'm just telling you, that cannot be accommodated in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is the route, if that is the intention, that is the intention. That is the intention.
My God.
Stop now.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let the process take its course. You understand me? What is the rush for? Let me read some more comments. So Jamaica, as somebody said, as we know, they're not gonna really go down easy, They are not. This is just going to get uglier and uglier. This is just going to get uglier and uglier because these people, them decide. PNP really believe that no matter what it takes, whatever it takes to win, they want to win, right? So it's serious. It's very, very serious. And voters, don't take it for granted. Don't take anything for granted. Somebody just said it a while ago. Don't take anything for granted. You know what I mean? Let's look at some more comments. Hit the like button. Mark Golden is desperate. Well, yes, the thing is, it's not just the wanting of power. If you look at the business, and I will soon start displaying things, folks. I just got the studio to sound good right now, so literally I had to reconfigure a lot of things just to make sure we're good. Unfortunately, even today I got a call from AT&T. I got a call back, and so where we live, them have sometimes when they're lock in, the place is locked into one carrier. Yeah. And while Spectrum is very good in terms of the data, like there's really no limits, unlike AT&T, where when I get to a terabyte, you probably start throttle or whatever. But when it comes to the streaming, I have because we have a lot of devices in my house, so I'm finding ways to make sure that I can stream and I can show videos, but at least the sound is clear and we improve as we go along. So thanks again to everybody who sit through with the way as we go through them. These are aches and pains. You understand me? Somebody say him table motion today in the parliament because him know it was going to be strike down because Andrew overseas. Now he has a press conference about Andrew. Good call out. That's a good call. That's a good call. Good call. Yeah, man. It's good. Like they're disruptive, you know. They're going to be disruptive. They are going to be. That's why I say people. You see when you see this show here, when you see Dujan, when you see Dujan's world, you understand me? You can JPU, you get good information same way. You get I said Jamaica 411, good information, Karen Cross, good information, Vegas, good information, Jamaica Young Police, good information. You understand me? By the way, Chops Media, big up Chops Media, support him. I actually see Chops Media raise $100,000 the other night for Meshach Willis, the guy that was victimized in Finsack. So big up to Chops Media. One day we will bring him over here, right? Munchie, I think at 10 o'clock, Munchie, on TikTok each night. Follow the labor rights channels, because a lot of times the labor rights we dig deeper into the information. You understand me? So to the know, George, so whatever I'm saying nationwide, how soon before nationwide do something again and send the whole country in a tailspin? You have to understand the media is there to represent their corporate interests as a priority, not what we want to read. If the media don't care, the media knows what we want to see, but they might publish what they want us to read. They don't care about what we want to read. They might publish what they want us to read. You understand me? Because gullible minds still believe. You understand me? Somebody tell me, be flying to Jamaica to vote. Respect for that. Yeah, man. Vote, people. Vote. Very, very important. You understand me? Best Prime Minister. There's no joke about that. Let me just look right here, sir. Yeah, man. This person say, Mark Golden, 90s high interest rate. Yeah, man, he was an engineer. High interest rates. Finsack benefits on the low. Mainstream media will very soon need more payola to avoid asking the right question. I'm telling you, listen, right now, we don't need to stop, hit the like button, no matter what the gleaner carry. No like nothing what they carry. Don't like nothing that they carry. Boycott the gleaner, man. They need to be bought. Nobody don't need to even remember them. Big up Cheryl in the place. You understand me? Mark Golden and his minions should walk right out of Jamaica. I wish they would. I wish they would. But send him back to the political wilderness, Jamaica. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. Melvina says, Mark Golden acts as if Jamaica and Garden House belong to him. Of course, when you see the sense of entitlement, the sense of entitlement, it is alarming. It's ridiculous. The big sense of entitlement. Yeah? Let me see what this person says. It is a crying shame what these people are doing to the country. I'm telling you, like, why are they fighting progress? Actually, somebody sent me something about people. They said, listen, look how St. Thomas are going and look how much the government do for them. Look at what the government has done for Jamaica and so many Jamaicans. But we just always have one group of people who they don't care. They're willing to tear down the country. Somebody say, truth. I said the same thing. When I saw them walk out, I said, this is how Parliament will look after election. No opposition members. I'm telling you, I wish people would stop voting against their self-interest. I'm going to ask you to do something, family. So I put out a video the other day on Tova Hamilton. She Trelawney North. And you see the amount of work. I'm going to put right now in the chat. Big up Tova. I don't know her, but I respect the work. Big up Tova. Big up Tova. My goodness. Always, how many times you hear she said in her speech, that was not my direct responsibility. You get what I say? PNP neglect them work and wait. And a lot of people, they are in collusion with the PNP. A lot of Jamaicans, a lot of voters. I'm telling you, PNP voters, them remind me of the people them in West Africa, where sell out their own people them to the white people, man. Big up Trelawney North, man. Big up Trelawney. You don't know who them I said over there. Wickham McNeil, who Wicked McNeil, who fail Westmoreland. PJ come from West, fail Westmoreland. Big up Tova. Yeah, man, bigger up. Fail them at them Tapanaris. Him I go up against Tova. I want Jamaica to send them a very strong message. People, we cannot continue to vote against our self-interest. We cannot vote against our own good. You understand me? Some people go to church and then talk about blessing. You understand me? When there are opportunities for you to make your life better, why fight against that? We cannot be looking at colors these days. You see what I say? We have to focus on who's developing the country and who's bringing the country forward. But as we said before, PNP will stick with PNP because here we are. When PNP win elections, Jamaica is good for PNP. The rest of Jamaica go to the dogs. And big up to the MP them and all of the workers who are doing the jobs of the ones who now do them work. Where Floyd Green said the other day, you understand me? Man, a MP from in a high school till now he's an MP himself and road no fix. I said on Sunday, I remember some road have to make the car them walk through the road them. You understand me? I said to you. So we cannot continue to vote against our interests. Big up, Father Steady. You're doing a great work. Keep up the patriot work. Just pimp, just power hungry. Thank you very much, family. Bless up. Same way. All right, let me look for some more comments and then we close it out. You see what I say? But make sure, say, if we don't miss anything with the charges, continue to follow up. We will follow because you know the media, they are going to make a big deal. The media, again, that's how they put money. That's their bread and butter. They're going to make a big deal out of it. So prepare for the foolishness. But let us continue to gather together and talk. All right, this person say, let me look at this comment. Andy Campbell, big up yourself. Who remember the 1983 election where PNP seatless in the House of Parliament? Yeah, man, we need something else like that. You understand me? I said to you, we need something else like that. Manly's children are giving us all kind of problems down here. Let me see what this person says. The collective body will decide this coming election. Too much investors in line to do business in Jamaica. The economy is growing, of course. People are not thinking, do you realize that when you have better roads, you understand me? When you have better roads, better health care, better education, all the things that you was pay people for go heart right now, all kind of scholarships for people in a health care, all kinds of things going on. Minimum wage. Look how long PNP take for wage. PNP to raise the minimum wage. Andrew had to do it about 3 times. You understand me? Look at all the things that this man has done. Listen, this is the time when the voters must stand up for Andrew. Yeah? Stand up for Andrew. Because let me tell you something though, you know. All who are gone, they know they're not winning nothing, yes, you know. They know they're not getting the voters, you know. They're not swaying anybody because they're not winning any new people. They're not winning new people with all that they're going on with. That's why they're trying to find a technicality them I try to get out Andrew Pan. Technical knockout them I look for, but it's not going to work. Yeah? Let me look who else have a comment. Of course, Verona, she gonna give him a big beating. Big up Passion Paradise, same way. Moderator in the chat, always holding that down on the steady show. You know what I mean? This person is truth. Let me see what this person said. Man, Jamaica must vote policy and all right. Vote policy and not party. You see, PNP keep them people them. PNP could I really tell them people them, you know, instead of people sit down and look for handouts, you know. People can go hard, go learn trade right now. There are so many opportunities that is out there, but nobody can move forward if it is that them decide that they want handouts. The day of handouts, they are over. You see me? I said to you, the day of handouts, them days are really over now. You understand me? People have to know exactly what they're doing. Let me see. Good infrastructure brings good business. That's what I'm talking about. What you think gonna happen when if you're gonna try to attract investors and everything? You understand me? Right now, Jamaica is not even regarded as an offshore company, it's a near shore. You understand? Because with the right, yes, so you know how many look how many businesses that we've attracted. That's what's growing the economy. Yeah, but that's why we want more. We want to find a way to fix up the garrisons and to get people to stop voting for these politicians because they are banking on the ignorant people, telling them so nothing now go on. Give them something here so and there so, but not really doing anything in the interest of the people. You see what I say? Let me see what else we got. Andy, Andy says in 19, but like when people who'd been around know, 1976, Manley begged Russia assistance and Russia gave what 20,000 cases of sardines. Manley was another one. Hey, Manley is the reason. And Manley used to walk around and give him money, me here and do it to all can and do it to all part. And now you have a whole set of people who just want freeness. What a shame. All right, I like this comment right here, even though I only see it partially. I'm going to highlight it. This person says, Mark do not have the qualities of a leader, and his followers are no better. You understand me? They all plan to walk out. Of course, good comment. They plan that the day when Andrew them walk out of Parliament, I knew he was gonna do. If you notice, Mark is in throwing tantrum them and in getting them feelings easily. Like as a leader, you can't do that. I'm gonna tell you this, this is not about race for me, but I'm gonna tell you as a black man, we have to lift or we have to really big up Andrew for the way we have to big up Andrew for the way him conduct himself and the way. May I tell you, me couldn't hold it like an Andrew with them kind of people, yeah. Me not have the temperament for deal with people like them, yeah. You understand me? Somebody say he can't speak in Parliament. That's why I'm going to make him speech. Exactly. You understand me? Because there are rules, regulations, there are guidelines, there are protocol. That's why it's called Parliament. Brilliant people, legal. There are parameters. It doesn't matter how you think something is urgent. Just like how when you come up with your British thing the other day, even though you lied to it, you misinterpret the law, even though you got into Parliament when you weren't supposed to, because you never surrendered before and the law said you should. And you did, and you got away with it. And now you come, want to be, you understand me, citizen of UK, citizen here. And I don't believe that Mark Golding has renounced. And we keep saying it. I don't believe he has renounced. I don't think he plans to. And he needs to be held accountable. He needs to be held accountable. You understand me? So, all right, I like this one. Yeah, Andrew made the right move. Listen, Andrew did not go to his bed and decide, say, Andrew not file this out of feelings, Andrew has the lawyers around him, So when lawyers do case, lawyers look at what they can win. You understand me? They look at what they can prove. So from a city case, we say, yeah, man, this is a whole heap of content going to come out of the case because the Integrity Commission cannot escape. They cannot escape it all. You understand? They have it coming to them, and they deserve it. You understand me? The lawsuit will muzzle Mark mouth. He can't use the media to talk too much once it reach inside a courtroom. Brilliant! I tell you that knowledge sharing is what we do over here, Those are things people need to be aware of, and those things will drive him into further panic. You see what I say? And I dare say, if Mark allow, let me see what I go on here, sir. Yeah, man. So many doors open to help themselves, but no, they rather take handouts. And I am telling you, these people, them are the Judas, them in a Jamaica, they betray the country, they betray themselves. You see what I said to you? They betray themselves. Somebody says, if you are a true leader, let me look at this right here. Let me put this right here. If as a true leader, you're flustered, you are unfit to lead. Leaders must be bold, strong, charismatic. Yeah, leaders. Good one. Good comments. Leaders must exercise self-control. You understand me? Self-control is very, very important. Yeah, man. That's what I mean when he said take it to them wickedly. So, you see, Jamaicans, we have to be careful out there. Be careful. Be smart, you know. You understand me? Watch out now. I'm moving at the street with some of these people too, because the way I see it, remember the intimidation that Manley used to use back in the day, you know. We put Colonel Charles Sr. in a jail, you know, and get people detained and all that, you know, and election day and all them foolishness. Mark, I'm telling you, from Mr. Mark Tactics, Mark studies the history of the party, and he's bringing back everything that worked for them in the past. You understand me? He knows that the odds are against him, so he's doing everything and anything, but it's just up to Jamaicans to be wise. So steady show. It's a lot of things that's going on right now, right? It's only Tuesday night, and we've just begin a new phase right now with everything that's going on, and I look forward to see what's going to happen. Somebody says, in fact, Mark a trick Jamaican. Which one of his ancestors fight for Jamaica or did fight? Exactly. None of them. And then he came and talked about blood, sweat. And I saw that. We called it out before. You understand me? Call it out before. We see right through Mark. We see right through him. We see exactly what this man is doing. It's a shame. Family, make sure that we like up the live them. Make sure that we like up the thing. See? All right, let me see what. Yeah, man. John Black says, steady show me know you're live. Munchie have the place locked. Hey, big up in a John Black. I literally see you recommend the show the other day, and I said enough respect. You understand me? So, you know, the people who come and they watch, listen, believe me, if it's left to me alone, I wouldn't be here live this often. But this is where it is right now. I am glad that the studio is up and running right now. We're going to plug in. So sometimes I not even say we plan for talking about when we see things that happen. We want to talk because it is really bad, and we need perspective. And more just a big up to everybody who always share knowledge. Please continue to share your knowledge on the show. You know what I mean? Let me see this. East Portland, my neck of the woods, and for years the parish was neglected. Guess what? We are not going back. Excellent. They don't have any plans whatsoever for the Jamaican people. If they get power in their hands, all they're gonna do is enrich themselves. It's just funny to me that they were the ones who enriched themselves, but then them come and blame the prime minister. You understand me? But as we said before, they don't believe it to be true. They don't. They're just using it. It's just a tactic that they're using. But let me tell you now, family, what we need to do is to use what we're seeing right now. Use it to decide like how we're gonna move when it comes on to election. Make sure so everybody get all their ducks lined up. You understand me? and make we bring home this victory. Make sure not talk to the MPs them who are slack off. We talk about one or two the other night who need to fix up a couple of things. Make sure that we're talking to those people. You understand me? Because we can't afford to let people who are not doing the work, you understand me, cause seats to go to people who just go further this mess up the country. Because a lot of people are talking right now, especially young people who don't know nothing about the history of Jamaica. They're just moving off social media hype. They forget them and the PNP, how conveniently, how quickly them forget them run the country for how long, and them to develop the country, and now them expect we have miracles. You understand me? Somebody say, PB say, why your face is steady? Well, I see a beard. You will see my face on the edited shows, okay? You will see my face on the edited shows. You know what I mean? When we go live, we just want to focus on the conversation. So you will see my face, man, and when we go with, and when we do the recorded shows them, because I use a different app for that. You understand me? Somebody say I can say from Bruce Golden until now, I can outline more than 15 positive things done to change my life, well-being, and I cannot remember anything substantial from PNP. I'm telling you, the PNP is playing a very old game right now. It's an old, worn-out game. The PNP are move like, enough of them company there where they used to popular Kmart and enough of Woolworth and enough. Well, I must say Alfinstad did send down Woolworth if you ask me. A lot of companies that they were doing well, but they never move on with the times. Everybody remember there was a time when we had High Five, then Facebook took over from High Five, and then we have Instagram, and then we have everything. PNP is not built for 2024. PNP is not built for this time. They are not built for the future of Jamaica. And that's the message that we want to get out there to everybody. PNP is not built for the current Jamaica, and they're not built for the future Jamaica. So the people just need to put them in the political oblivion. I'm going to start this on show. I'm really focused on some Garrison. I want some people to come out because sometimes they need enlightenment in a family. They really do. You understand me? But steady family, hear me. We are at an hour and 27 minutes. I tell you that we don't want to go over an hour. That just my elbow touched that a while ago. You understand me? Let me see this comment. We come go life where him going with him neglectful self when him sabotage Westmoreland. He needs to be taught a lesson. Teach them a lesson. Teach them a lesson. But now no apology to say that, listen, them people here, we need out to the parliament. We need fresh faces. No, even notice the young people are doing much better than the elders in the politics right now. You understand me? I say, so folks, continue to vote Labor Right. Continue to do a positive thing. Remember to hit the like before you go. Thanks to everybody that has joined the live tonight. I really appreciate talking to you. I hope you got something out of this. And I'll see you on the next show. I don't know when the next show is going to be. You never know what's going to happen. But I will try to schedule ahead of time. Thank you to everybody who stopped by this evening. Big up Heart of Love family. This is the steady one saying like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night and have a peaceful and a restful night, family. Steady.